Wow, that wallpaper is quite a lot.
I'm James from thepaintpeople.com and welcome to a special edition of Color Combos, the series where we take colors that just belong together. And we're going to use the popular show, The Queen's Gambit, to showcase some interesting color pairings that are found within the show. Although it takes place in the 1960s, there's absolutely nothing wrong with borrowing from the past and applying it to the present. Let's go over to my workstation and see if we can extract some color combos within a few scenes from the show.
All right, so here we are at my battle station. This is my standing desk where I get a lot of my work done. And we're gonna watch a few of these scenes here from The Queen's Gambit and just discuss some of the colors and maybe extract some color combos from these scenes. The show takes place in the 1960s, so you definitely see a lot of that influence. This is going to be the first time we see the interior of the main character's house. So here we go. Wow, that wallpaper is quite a lot. So that is indeed wallpaper, that teal color, not a faux finish or anything like that. We do see a lot of yellow, kind of creamy, contrasting tones as well. But definitely teal is the main focus in this room. You can see the chair over there is a darker teal. Kind of looks nice with the red brick too. Even the lampshades, they're kind of a lighter pastel-y version of that too. It's definitely dynamic. This is a really great scene because we see the wallpaper again, kind of in every room, but you can see into basically every room too, and there's very, very different colors in each one. Most importantly, actually, the little canopy above the bed has a beautiful combination of teal and pink, but it's like a very light pastel, neutral, greeny blue, gray color. So I think it's that combination that I want to look at and maybe make into a color combo. The pink, of course, carries over to the wallpaper again. But that's just it here. You don't need that particular wallpaper or wallpaper in general in order to have that sort of aesthetic. You just take different colors from that palette and then incorporate them into your own home, whether it's wall colors or pillows or textiles, fabrics, artwork, anything you want. So now we're gonna look at our next scene, and this is taking place in the school. Okay, great. So we can see now there's a lot of yellow, okay? A lot of a creamy, buttery yellow. Two different shades of yellow. So on top, it's more of a cream, and then on the bottom, it's a dark mustard. But the most interesting part to me is the trim in between. So we have that sort of chair railing that's going around the entire room, and it's a complementary color where it's completely different. It's basically kind of that bluish gray. And you can see that color continuing into the cafeteria. So not only on the trim, but also on the doors and the frames too. So the way that I would use this is in a couple ways, actually. The analogous way, which is basically using that lighter cream color and then that more vibrant mustard color as well. Or you can add in that complementary bluish gray color, which will be very dynamic, very contrasty, but it could create a very, very interesting look. Complementary color schemes are meant to make you a little uncomfortable, for better or worse. They're on opposite ends of the color wheel, so they're definitely not subtle, but that might be what you're going for. If you want something very dynamic and thought-provoking, kind of like a school, then maybe you can go with that complementary color scheme. Now we're on episode 3, and without revealing too much of the plot, we have two characters here in another interior. And I really wanted to focus on the bed sheets here because I really love this color combination that is in the fabric. So everything's pretty earthy, natural, and neutral. But the sheets, there's this really great combination of kind of an off-white and a silvery green and that pop of terracotta red. Really, really great combination. In a way, it's a bit of a Christmassy type of feel. Again, a little more complementary, a little more dynamic and less safe, but the tones of the green and the off-white especially, they're a little understated, a little more muted, a little bit more versatile in my opinion, and that pop of that red, orangey terracotta really, really takes the whole look to another level.
If you were to take one thing away from this video, it would be that you can really find color inspiration from anything in life, even if it's in older, more dated decor. Even when looking at some wallpaper that you would never think to use in practicality, you can extract colors from that wallpaper and in turn make it into something that's more accessible to you. Be inspired and flex your creative muscle. If you want to see more color combos, you can check it out right over here. There's a handy dandy little playlist for you. And honestly, we really appreciate you supporting this channel. Like the video, because I would really like that, and so does Google apparently. And subscribe for even more of the colorful content you crave. See you on the next one.